In the shadowy annals of true crime, few names echo with such chilling power as Griselda Blanco. She built an empire on blood, fear, and betrayal. But what happens when the very foundations of your power begin to crumble, turning your fortress into a gilded cage? The queen of cocaine, Griselda Blanco, had ascended to an unholy throne. Her reign was absolute, her word law. Yet a chilling truth began to emerge from the opulent shadows of her Miami empire. Power, she discovered, was a cruel mistress, demanding ultimate sacrifice. Every whispered loyalty was tainted by ambition, every embrace a potential dagger. Griselda, the architect of so much terror, found herself increasingly isolated. The very fear she wielded as a weapon now turned inward, a gnawing dread that consumed her from within. Amidst this growing paranoia, Griselda sought solace, or perhaps just another pawn, in Dario Sepulveda. He was her third husband, a man as handsome as he was ruthless, a dangerous mirror to her own ambition. He possessed the audacity to stand beside the Godmother. Their union was a tempestuous dance of passion and power, a partnership forged in the crucible of Miami's cocaine wars. For a time, they ruled as a formidable pair, their combined ruthlessness cementing Griselda's iron grip on the city's underworld. But even Dario, a man steeped in violence, could not comprehend the true depths of Griselda Blanco's dark heart. The honeymoon period, drenched in blood and illicit wealth, was fleeting. Griselda's inherent suspicion, honed by years of betrayal, began to fester. She saw infidelity in every glance, disloyalty in every absence. Her mind, a labyrinth of dark thoughts, conjured scenarios of betrayal. Dario, in turn, grew increasingly wary of his volatile wife. He knew her history, the brutal fates of those who crossed her. He suspected, with chilling accuracy, that he might be next on her ever-growing list of enemies. The air between them thickened with unspoken threats, a silent countdown to inevitable tragedy. The breaking point arrived with their young son, Michael Corleone Blanco. Dario, fearing for his life and the boy's future, made a desperate decision. He would flee Miami, taking Michael back to the relative safety of Colombia, away from Griselda's suffocating reign of terror. But Griselda Blanco was not a woman to be defied. Her fury was legendary, her vengeance absolute. She dispatched her most trusted assassins, a chilling directive echoing across continents. Dario Sepulveda would not be allowed to escape her wrath. His betrayal would be met with the ultimate price. The killers found Dario in Medellin, Colombia, a place he believed offered sanctuary. His pleas, his desperate attempts to protect his son, were met with cold indifference. Like so many others who had dared to cross the Godmother, Dario Sepulveda's life was brutally extinguished. Griselda received the news with a chilling lack of emotion. There were no tears, no remorse. To her, love was a fleeting weakness, a temporary distraction. Power, however, was eternal, and anyone who threatened it, even a husband, was expendable. Her empire demanded absolute loyalty or absolute silence. Yet, even as Dario's blood stained the streets of Medellin, Griselda's own world was crumbling. The relentless pursuit by the DEA intensified, their net tightening with each passing day. Informants, once loyal soldiers, began to whisper her name in hushed courtrooms, trading secrets for freedom. Her most trusted hitman, Jorge Rizy Ayala, a man who had executed countless orders without question, began to witness the unraveling of her sanity. Griselda saw enemies in every shadow, betrayal in every face. Her once unshakable control was slipping, replaced by a suffocating paranoia. She became a phantom, constantly changing hideouts, surrounded by an ever-present phalanx of bodyguards. A loaded gun became her constant companion, tucked beneath her pillow, a grim testament to her fear. Her cocaine empire still churned out millions, but the joy of power had been replaced by the terror of its preservation. Every deal brought new danger, every phone call a potential trap. The woman who had once ruled through sheer terror was now a prisoner of it, trapped within the gilded cage of her own making. The queen had become a haunted, isolated figure, her reign a slow, agonizing descent into madness. Then, the inevitable. The DEA, with surgical precision, launched their final assault. A thunderous raid shattered the illusion of her invincibility, storming her hideout in Irvine, California. The reign of Miami's most feared woman, the Black Widow, the Godmother, Griselda Blanco, was finally brought to a brutal, definitive end. She was found, not in a blaze of glory, but in a quiet moment, reading a magazine. The chains that bound her wrists were a stark symbol of her capture, yet they could not shackle her indomitable will. Prison for Griselda was not an ending, but merely a new battleground. Behind bars, the legend of Griselda Blanco would continue to evolve. Her empire, though fractured, would find a way to persist, fueled by her cunning and the unwavering loyalty of those still bound by her dark charisma. Because queens, even fallen ones, do not simply fade away. They adapt, they scheme, and they endure. Join us next time for Episode 5, The Prison Empire, as we delve into Griselda Blanco's continued influence from behind bars. Don't let the shadows of history fade. If Griselda Blanco's chilling saga has gripped you, subscribe to our podcast for more untold true crime stories. Share this episode with fellow history buffs and drama lovers, and leave a review to help us uncover more dark truths. Your engagement fuels our journey into the heart of darkness.